Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to your general reading. Let's get started. These are some oracle cards. We'll take a couple here and let's go. Here we go. We've got Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. All right, time for you to test your patience. Okay, Scorpio. All right, next, Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. All right, don't be too hasty, lay a solid foundation. All right, let's get started with some tarot cards here for you, Scorpio. What's in store for Scorpio? Overall energy, the Hanged Man. Influencing energy, you've got your 10 of Pentacles. What's on your mind? 4 of Wands. What you don't see coming is the Judgment card. Recent past, Queen of Pentacles. Near future, you've got the Ace of Swords. You're being represented as the 7 of Pentacles. External world or influence is the Lover's card. Hopes and fears, the Hierophant. And you've got the Justice card here for your outcome. Wow. Look at that. Look at all of these major arcanas that you've got going on here. Bottom of the deck here, Scorpio, you've got the 10 of Swords. So something is over. Whatever it is that has caused you such despair and hurt, you may have felt that you were backstabbed or you were lied to or whatever has caused you so much despair and sadness, that is over. That is over. And your overall energy here with the Hanged Man tells me that you have been forced to really take a step back and really take a pause in your life and really reflect on everything that has occurred. And you're being enlightened. There's a message that you're receiving and you're being forced to really see things from a different perspective. Not necessarily in a negative way, but something that's going to enrich you, that's going to bring out some sort of spiritual message that's going to, bring you to your higher self, make you a better person, really. And what's challenging you here is your 10 of Pentacles. You may have wanted out of this current situation, out of this recent situation that caused you despair, you may have wanted 10 of Pentacles, meaning something stable, something for the future, something that you can really, hang your hat on, and really, it's like a legacy. You wanted something that was going to be, in essence, in the same alignment as your legacy, and you didn't necessarily receive it, and you're being forced to really see things from a different perspective and not give up. You can still pursue this. Maybe it's just not with the right person, or it wasn't the right time, wasn't the right situation for you at that time. All right, what's been on your mind again is your 4 of Wands here. This is about some milestone, some sort of stability that you wanted to create for yourself. And unfortunately, that caused you despair because it didn't happen for you, but it's still on your mind, and know that you can still get that. You just have to change your perspective. Take that break, that much needed time to self-reflection. Oh my gosh. Self-reflection, and see things from a different perspective. You will gain a lot of knowledge from that recent experience that caused so much pain for you. You are there. It happened to you for a reason, and it's meant to give you a better insight of who you are and what your goals are, almost to realign you with your goals. It has spiritually awakened you, which is a good thing, right? You don't realize it at the time because it was something that was so painful for you. Now, here in your recent past here, you may have dealt with a Queen of Pentacles, somebody that is very stable. This is the energy of, a feminine energy of someone who is very comforting, also very secure. This is, the Queen of Pentacles is the richest queen in the tarot deck. And you may have dealt with this energy of the Queen of Pentacles, somebody that was very comforting, somebody that was that you thought was going to be aligned with the legacy that you wanted to have for yourself. But unfortunately, that interaction or that recent experience with the Queen of Pentacles didn't pan out in your favor, right? It kind of caused you that despair. Know that in the near future here, you've got a new opportunity. You've also got some clarity. It helped kind of reset you. Whatever it is that occurred with this Queen of Pentacles, you now have clarity. You now understand why all of that happened for you. Again, you're realizing that I can turn this into a victory because it's a learning opportunity. All right, Scorpio? So hopefully this seems like a very specific message for someone, but yeah, this point of despair is over. And let's go ahead and clarify this Queen of Pentacles, just to make sure. And I could see here that this was somebody that you thought was someone that you could commit to, but you didn't necessarily, maybe they didn't want the same thing that you wanted. And what you wanted really is structure, something that was more balanced, that was going to really provide that stability in your life, that's going to help enhance that structure in your life. But unfortunately, that didn't seem to have happened to you, but especially having the 10 of swords there. So, all right. Here we go. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords here. You've got, the 3 of Swords here. The 3 of Swords is, again, that heartbreak, that despair. And you now know exactly what that's about, why that had to happen to you. You know the lesson behind it. So you are getting to that point of evolution, of spiritual evolution that you needed, that you're not realizing really is coming your way. You're not seeing it, but yeah, you're meant to find the lesson. It was supposed to teach you something, help you gain the wisdom that you need. Okay, so the energy here of how you're coming out, or how you're being represented, is someone that's really having to evaluate your current situation. Whatever your relationship was with this Queen of Pentacles, you had to kind of take a step back and see whether or not this was something that was worth pursuing, because really on the outside you thought that this person may have been your dream lover, the person, your soulmate, the person that you were supposed to commit to, but and you were really, something about the situation forced you to really reassess whether or not that was worth pursuing. Okay, but know that it was all about commitment. It was you having to take that, make a commitment to this individual or to this relationship. And hopes and fears is maybe this person didn't want what you want, the tradition that you want, the structure that you wanted. But again, this is coming in as a really specific message. It's really quite amazing, because it's as if I'm speaking to a certain group of people that have just had a relationship issue. But yeah, definitely something that's created, an opportunity for you to gain wisdom. And here with the Justice card, this is karma at play. This works to your favor. This is creating balance and knowing that there are certain things that not necessarily are meant for you, and those are going to be removed from your life. That you will have balance, you will have justice, and karma is at play. What needs to happen will happen, and it's going to work in your favor. Okay, Scorpio? All right, let's clarify some cards here. I'm going to clarify the 7 of Pentacles. What is that about? Oop, that fell out and that fell out. So you've got the Fool card here, but this one fell out first. You've got your 9 of Wands here. You're tired of your current situation. Maybe you're tired of looking for the lover. You're tired of being in the situation that you're in. Tired of having to continue to take a pause, in your life. And you're ready to take on a new opportunity, to take the new leap. But something here is kind of holding you back. I'm getting this sense that, you do need to take that risk. But there's a part of you that really truly believes it's holding you back because there's a certain belief system that you have. But you're afraid of deviating away from this belief system that you have, that's caused you security, that's giving you that security. But know that you do need to take that risk so that you can evolve, so that you can have what you want, and perhaps create this external world here that you're looking for, the lovers. You will find the person that you're meant to be with, for example, or find the career or the direction that you need, that you can fully commit to. All right, Scorpio, let's clarify the Lover's card here for you. Lover's card, yeah, the situation, wow, the situation with this individual really caused you a lot of anxiety, pain, heartache, a lot of sleepless nights. And yeah, you kind of approach this relationship with this individual. Wow, this is a really specific reading with so much. You approach this new beginning you had with so much passion and enthusiasm. Okay, let's clarify the Hierophant card here. Why is the Hierophant card here? Again, the Hierophant card is all about structure, right? Your structure, your belief system. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you have come to the point where you have looked at everything in a very logical, wide-eyed kind of way. You knew exactly what you needed to cut out. You knew exactly what it was. You had to make a decision whether or not you were going to stay with this individual or not. And you knew that this person had to go. This situation had to go because it didn't align with how you believe, with your belief system. Wow, powerful. All right, let's clarify that Justice card here. Why is the Justice card here for Scorpio? The High Priestess. This is you looking within, trusting your intuition, Scorpio. You're a very intuitive sign, naturally intuitive, and with the High Priestess, you really had to listen to your gut feeling because not everything was presenting the way it needed to. Something about this connection that you had in your recent past wasn't aligning with what you knew, with your own personal wisdom. It didn't align with it, and that's why you have now the Justice card, and things worked out in your favor, and you had to cut out this person. Balance had to be restored, and you had to cut out this person out of your life. Okay, Scorpio, hopefully this made sense to you. This was a very specific reading. It was almost just a love reading, but hopefully this was helpful to some of you. I wish you well. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.